If you are holding Bitcoin or crypto, something massive is about to take place and nobody is talking about it. Elon Musk is about to launch this X Money app, and this is a major bullish catalyst for Bitcoin and cryptos and altcoins in the next couple of weeks. This axis is going to launch next month. Bitcoin is on the very verge and precipice of making a very big move. It has broken back above, ladies and gentlemen, our breakout. And if this breakout continues, Bitcoin and cryptos are about to make a massive move. And in this video, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about what is also about to drive the price of cryptos. There's a lot of breaking news out there that you need to hear about right now. So make sure if you guys love cryptos, you want to hear about what's about to take place next for cryptos and Bitcoin, you give this video a thumbs up and stick around to the end of this video. So Bitcoin hit almost $72,000 today. We're forming a higher low so far, but despite all the fear and FUD out there, Bitcoin is forming higher lows. It continues to form higher lows, and it respects this $65,000 level so strongly. There's a lot of FUD out there that's causing the volatility in the markets. Cryptos keep trying to break out, but as soon as they break out, there's a lot of volatility. What's going on is oil. There's a lot of uncertainty with oil and what's going on out in the Middle East. Iran said that they've been laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, and so this is panicking everybody about oil prices, and it's causing oil to go up. And then you have Trump coming out shortly after and says, hey, we just bombed all of those boats that are putting the mines out there, potentially putting the mines out there, and don't do it again. And he said, if you guys continue to do this, it's going to be very, very bad. And he's talking to the Iranian army, of course. So this is causing a lot of volatility, but Bitcoin is nearly $70,000. You take a look at the NASDAQ, it is green on the day. The market bounced up and recovered very strongly today, holding strongly. The market's holding strongly. The S&P 500 holding strongly. Tomorrow we have CPI, so that's going to be very big. We're going to have to see how that's going to work. But based on the current information, this whole war conflict is going to raise the odds of rate cuts, and rate cuts are very bullish. And guess what? He says that since every major Middle Eastern conflict since 1985, the Federal Reserve has cut rates and done liquidity boosts or quantitative easing. And he says that this pattern is most likely to continue. This monetary expansion pattern is likely to continue. So this war is very, very bullish for cryptos. It's very, very bullish for equities as well, but primarily for cryptos. They're going to print more money. They're going to print more money to pump the markets, especially for midterms, but they need to print more money for military operations. This whole X Money app, guys, is massive. You saw as a result today. Take a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin pumped after this tweet came out. Dogecoin pumped 10% just on that tweet, and Elon didn't say anything about Dogecoin. So I personally am speculating that Dogecoin is going to pump very, very hard as a result of this whole X Money app once it comes out, because there's going to be some type of crypto integration as well. Nikita, one of the developers of X, Twitter, said that there's going to be some type of crypto smart hashtags. We're going to be able to trade crypto directly from the timeline. So this is very big. This is about to happen very soon. But let's take a look at the crypto market. Let's see what's going on here. Bitcoin still, although it's nearly $70,000, it is at resistance. We are in a range, and Bitcoin is just right now bouncing back and forth between support and resistance. So I'm not looking for longs here. Might have to come back all the way down to 65, 66K. This could be a possibility. I'm fresh out of longs. Me and my community, we did long Bitcoin. We did long some altcoins. We made some money on those. But if you guys are going to be trading cryptos, make sure you trade over on Blofin. They're giving away a $1,000 deposit bonus and the cheapest fees if you sign up with my link. I will look for fresh longs if Bitcoin can find acceptance above 70,000. I will be buying some altcoins as well on leverage if that can happen. But if Bitcoin continues to reject here, we could probably see 65, maybe 67, 68, somewhere in this mid-range here. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. There's still a lot of uncertainty with the war. And until this war is over with, I don't think cryptos are going to break out meaningfully. I don't think we're going to have a very strong pump. It can happen. It probably will happen. But I think the war is going to be over soon. And Trump came out yesterday. And said that this war is almost over. The majority of the objectives have already been completed. And he said the war is not ending, he's affirmed today, until the Iranian regime surrenders, full surrender. And I think they're getting very, very close to that point. And if we do get close to that point, it's going to be very bullish. So Bitcoin just bounced up very aggressively the past couple of days. Seeing a little bit of a pullback is normal. We have CPI tomorrow. So who knows what's going to happen with CPI. Probably we will pump. Who knows? Probably we will pump. But what I'm looking for is Bitcoin to break and hold above $70,000, 71,000, 72. We start to find acceptance there. That's going to be a very, very, very risk-on environment. And Bitcoin, you can see, has broken above this angled resistance. We've broken back above this attempted breakout here, and it's looking good. The first attempt of a breakout, 90% of the time, somewhere in that region always rejects, and that's what happened. But we pulled back and formed a higher low. We're forming higher lows despite all the fear and FUD out there. So I'm still very bullish. But once we start to see Bitcoin break and hold above 71, 72, and we start to hold, the market's going to go absolutely crazy. And I think Bitcoin's going to make a quick move to $80,000. That's what I'm looking for personally. A move to $80,000. If that happens, I think altcoins are going to blast off very strongly. All the strong altcoins, of course. And overall, even though there is still a lot of fear and FUD out there, Bitcoin, if you look at the daily time frame, is bottoming. Bitcoin, if you zoom out to the weekly time frame, it is bouncing and finding support off the previous all-time high. So it's looking very, very good. This weekly candle looks absolutely insane. This is the first big weekly candle. If it can close like this, you start to see a sign of this, just like you saw it here. It's very bullish. Also, Coinbase Premium, very, very positive. This is exactly what we want to see. We're seeing consistent Coinbase Premium Monday through Friday. That is a very bullish sign. And you see that Coinbase Premium kind of dozed off during the weekend because these whales and institutions with the ETFs aren't buying. So ETFs are buying, guys. It's looking very good. Coinbase Premium is up. Everything is looking very bullish. Yes, we are chopping around still. We're still in a range, but I think we're about to break out, and it's looking very, very bullish, especially with all these crazy catalysts, rate cuts, X money. It's going to be insane. If you guys got anything out of this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing, and notifications on. I'll see you later. If you guys are going to be trading cryptos, make sure you trade over on Blofin. They're giving away a $1,000 deposit bonus and the cheapest fees if you sign up with my link.